Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
Hello YouTube, Last Frame here to bring you a new point-and-click game on Steam. You should go check it out, it looks pretty interesting, but
The photo's right there. Maybe I could have another look.
I don't know much of what to make of it. So let's just get started. Oh. She has no face.
Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love.
Serena.
We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
I wouldn't expect a lot more from what I've heard already.
The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love. We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
You always put too much salt in, dear. Think about your pressure.
Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more bland. We were so different on some points.
Would you pass me the pepper? You know, you should use it too. It's good for the pressure.
I can't help these random associations. It's always been that way. I look at a pepper shaker and think of a Beatles song. It's just a pepper shaker, really. She always worried about my diet. I used to think she did it to annoy me, but now... Yep, guilty as charged. I love salt. It emphasizes the taste a lot, and those crispy snacks. It's not the healthier type, just regular table salt.
Yeah. Snacks can be so tasty. Oh, let's go over by the bookshelf. A Night at the Fairy Grotto by Matt Grandis.
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not.
It's Necronomicon.
Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Repeating. Is it the same for the entire bookshelf?
A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I?
Just repeats.
Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin.
Okay.
I should probably eat. Can't remember the last time I ate, yet I don't feel hungry.
Strange.
We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking. I have more pressing things on my mind right now than culinary exploits.
Yeah, true.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Okay. It's a strange picture. With an evil-looking Red Riding Hood.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right? I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly.
Okay, how you got
There's
that
probably
on the way?
nothing out there that I want to see, anyway. All the stuff I care about is inside. Well, except for Serena.
Yeah, where is she? I don't see her anywhere.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine.
The picture is this. Okay. Might not be able to show this. Strange picture.
This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it. This used to be her favorite spot. She used to sit here, put her legs on the table, lean back, and just give me one of her smiles. Those effervescent, incandescent smiles. The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind.
A door.
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
Okay then.
Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. Curious, sensual thrill. Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice-blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise. Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you.
Okay.
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else?
Open it and find out.
We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside.
Come on, open it.
It's too painful. I want to, but not yet.
Come on.
We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early... Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked.
Well. Alright, well, you should have opened that.
She made this with her own hands. She was really good. Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion. Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out.
Okay, just got to know.
She is fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us.
Good to hear.
She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods.
What is that?
Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the
Oh,
cabin.
it's flowers.
We were surrounded by so many outside, I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was.
Alright.
She used to keep magazines, paperback novels, usual stuff on these nightstands when we were staying here.
Good night, love.
Alright, where are the books and papers and stuff? Because, I mean, you're obviously staying here. I think.
She would always bring her reading material like I did. Why are these nightstands so empty?
Yeah.
The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury. but without her...
No.
Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it.
Ain't nothing in there. More clothes. Just clothes. Clothes galore.
Dust everywhere.
Everywhere.
We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect.
Oh,
It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area.
You're in the woods, it shouldn't be unnatural.
The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one.
No, the loud noise just creeps everyone out.
We used to keep a pitcher of water and a glass on this nightstand, but they're not here now.
Probably put away.
There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head.
Okay. What is this? Oh.
She was special. Contradictory. She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
That looks interesting. We can always try it.
I read it for the articles, of course. Like that one by the guy. That one about the thing.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely the articles.
I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods. Something good left in this world. They still make covers like this. Erotic, not obscene. She's beautiful, but what's her obsession with dolphins?
Wait. What obsession with dolphins? I don't see any reading about dolphins.
I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's something good left in this world. They still make covers like this.
She's terrified of dolphins.
Erotic, not obscene.
Okay. Let's check this. Oh.
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing.
Mm.
Doctor's orders. And Serena's.
Probably more Serena's. Okay. Creepy little tentacle in the background.
These keys are for the cabin and the car.
Alright, let's take them.
If the keys are here, does she have her spare? I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare?
That doesn't sound good. Waiting for asylum. That can't be good. Nope. Opening more drawers of clothes. But no, go back to that. Thank you. Nice watch. Seems to be broken. Ooh, a document.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth. sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it.
Oh. Okay then. Still
I
no.
still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream. Pretty shambolic, isn't it? The organization of its contents isn't much better. It'd be a shame to say we're fashionistas.
So, did something happen to Serena? Because she's not here. And he doesn't know where she is. Great.
We were never that big on appearance. Serena has this mystical aura about her, even when she's wearing one of my mom's charming knitted sweaters. I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place.
Really, because it looks a bit dark to me. Bit horror filled.
It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark.
Alright, we'll open the window. Let's look out.
The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us.
You gonna open?
There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago.
Ooh.
It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing.
Oh, this is... Okay. What's up here? Some cobwebs. That's about it. Oh.
Somewhere in here, in our private refuge, there must be something that reminds me of her.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet.
What would remind him of her?
I better stay in case Serena comes back.
Alright, there's bound to be something in the roof. I really hope nothing bad's gonna happen. Or has happened. So what would remind him her the most?
The most comfortable spot in the cabin. Well, along with the bed, of course.
I swear it's got to do with this.
I miss her so much. How is it possible that I can't remember her face?
Let's go check the picture.
We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, my love.
Okay, so...
We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay, now.
Truth be told,
Oh,
not
boy.
all the cooking she did was a resounding success. We agreed to never attempt doing ravioli again.
Well, why can't I click on you? Oh, it was there. Oh, there we go. I don't think I can just look at it. That's it. Nothing else? Something with the wine bottle. Not sure.
I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
There's 2 of these now. Where's the weird picture of people bathing? Clothed and non-clothed.
There's always a chance she might return. There's nothing for me out there. This door has been creaking for years. One of the many things I promised I would fix.
Open it.
I have this gut feeling that I shouldn't leave just yet.
See the pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
No trap door under there, just more creaky floor.
Okay. What is that? Oh, it's a dream catcher. Let's look at the keys again. Keys are in here. They're in here. No? They were in one of these drawers, I know. Not in this one. Gotta be this one.
We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway. I never noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one. We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. Comme une évidence, Serena's favorite perfume. I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already.
Oh, so touching.
It smells so elegant. There's violet leaf and silk tree blossom, I think. This perfume is perfect for Serena. Why didn't I ever notice?
Well, maybe it's what I need to notice. Maybe that's what...
We were happy for a long time. At least, I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this.
Oh, did she leave?
I keep looking at her things, remembering all the good. And bad. Depends on how you look at it. Either a wonderful sensory stimulant and aphrodisiac, or a subtle weapon in the mating rituals of Homo sapiens. We were happy for a long time, at least I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about it. The sunlight can be confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen. Or the sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. The first night was a nightmare, though.
I bet.
Time never mattered much to us while we were hiding from the rest of the world here. As long as we were together and happy. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync. Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again.
So it's not actually 6 o'clock. It's like 7.
No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered. I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up.
The rug's all crooked again. Can you help me straighten it out?
No trap door under there. Just more... I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up.
Nope, just the pouring ogre.
I feel too restless to sleep right now. I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose. There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head.
Yeah, probably.
There's a thick layer of dust and an almost invisible outline where we kept the water pitcher. It hasn't been long enough for so much dust to accumulate. Has it? For some reason, I always slept on the side of the bed closer to the window. Never asked myself why. We weren't good at housekeeping, always focusing on other aspects of our life together. But the dust does stand out a lot more when Serena's suddenly not here. Unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months. There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing.
Well, so we looked around the house. What do we do now?
I feel too restless to sleep right now.
4 buttons all leading to inside. Oh.
I'll dust it off some other time. For some reason, I always slept on the side of the bed closer to the window. Never asked myself why. I do remember that on the night I first met her, she wore this beautiful purple dress, like she'd flown straight down from the night sky. I wonder what became of that dress. This dresser contains most of her things. There's mostly beauty products and personal items in it.
Oh, no way. With that dress too. Okay. So we've checked the carpet, we've checked the bed, we've checked the dresser. What is this? Her nightstand. That. The lamp.
For some reason, light bulbs wouldn't last long in this lamp. I never looked into it. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me. Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway.
Okay. Well, it's not in the closet. Just closed down here. But I should be able to open it up for a reason. Confusing.
The rug's all crooked again. Can you help me straighten it out?
So wish I could climb the rafters, see what's up in there.
Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions, and there were many more to come.
Now what? There's the creepy
I can
picture.
imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt. I can make out nothing through this window.
And open it.
There was a time, long ago, that all this disrepair felt oddly homey. All the windows are drafty, but like everything else, we just got used to it. We liked it, even. I can make out nothing through this window.
Ah, why is he not opening anything?
Once we dragged these chairs out to the lake and scrubbed off all the dust and grime of years. That was a long time ago. For all the charm of furniture like this, something about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman. Sort of brooding. The stove looks like something from World War I.
You silly dolt. Here, give me that. Don't be such a child.
I think it dates from the colonial era, probably brought over by the Pilgrims. Considering how basic and ancient the kitchen is, it's a wonder what we managed to do with it from time to time. Well, she mostly. It belongs in a museum. An archaeologist could excavate the layers of food forever welded onto this and learn about the days when other beings ruled the earth.
Feeling peckish, dear?
I think it dates from the colonial era. The stove looks like something from World War I.
I couldn't do much with the bottle of wine, so I wonder if we can do anything more. Let's click around. Maybe we have to get behind it? No.
Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay. This is strange. Very strange.
One of a matching pair, obviously.
Well, yeah, the other one's right there. Oh, you can change the way you look at the camera with right click. That's how I did that. Okay. To the wine. Nope, alright.
I should look around some more. I have to remember her face.
Yeah, it has to be her face. Shit, the picture isn't helping. Wait.
The guy who snapped this, our host that night, I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
Right. I mean, this is completely blurred out. So how do I...
My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so
Which helps
this
out a
one is
lot.
quite important.
You help out so much by not taking pictures together. Check the bookshelf. I didn't look too much into it.
Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Okay.
The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions, and there were many more to come.